Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch. So almost ready to get underway. And our starting pitcher here today, Randy Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
Yeah, Boog, he's got some of the best strikeout stuff in the history of the game. Over 4,000 career strikeouts. We'll see how many he's got today.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Judge calls it in, and there's one away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats, because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. At the belt and fires. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Fights it off. He'll see another. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball one. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Pulls it down, and there's two gone. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Prince Fielder. One run batted in yesterday, their only run of the game. And first offering is fouled off. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a two-out RBI.
Swing and a miss.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early.
Now that's strike three and the third out. So we take a break. Back here at American Family Field. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Civale. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Waste no time there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Now here is Derek Jeter, and it stays fair. Roberts around third. He scores, and they have the lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And that is out of play. One on, nobody out, a run in here in the third and final game of the series. And that one hammered. That's back. And that ball is gone. That one felt good. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here is Bryce Harper. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
And he grounds one back up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jorge Posada now at the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. There's the strike.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off to the right. Trout at first, 1 gone. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the runner holds.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where.
Sends it across to first. That ends the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Back here in Milwaukee, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Robin Yount. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Johnson, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Trout hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Richie Sexson up now for the Brewers. Foul ball. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Drilled out towards left center field. That one back. And out of here. A solo shot. It's 3-1.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
0-1.
Jackson Chourio, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Jeter makes the play, and there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Yeah.
Garrett Mitchell now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And that misses. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2 to count.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. 3rd out. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. Savali back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And here comes Bellinger. And it finds its way through for a hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Bellinger over at first with 1 away. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Mitchell fires it in. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. First and second, 1 out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Derek Jeter. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Way inside, and that hit him. Next is the designated hitter, Jason Giambi. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a foul out of play. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Base hit. 1 run in already. Throw comes into third.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That's outside, and that is ball 1.
1-1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
This one smacked out to left center. And there's a hit. In comes the run from third to add on.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog.
Number 77 will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Digging in, Jorge Posada. Slapped foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's the catcher, Eric Haas. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And misses
1-1.
inside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Up the middle, and that squirts through. And that turns the lineup over. Now it's Christian Yelich. Fly to left his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Yelich getting the start in left. 33 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Nobody out. Runner at first. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Outside low, 2-2. And that one upstairs. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. This is Bryce Terang. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It's 0-1. No, that's inside.
Swing and a base hit. And now 2 aboard. He's in there. Paul Molitor digs in now. He's 0 for 1. And that misses off the outside edge.
Oh, yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. That pitch
Nope,
just
ball.
misses the inside corner, and it's 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled to second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball, that can be
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Trout pulls that one down. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And now the shortstop, Robin Yount. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. We think of home runs when we see Judge, which makes sense because, well, he hits a lot of them.
Yeah, you're right about that, Boog. In fact, Judge hit 300 home runs before he reached 1,000 hits. The only other player in MLB history to do that was Mark McGwire.
I think of home runs with that guy, too.
Yeah, same.
And Judge takes a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Judge rips that one. And that's going to bang against the wall. Relay throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Singled and scored his first time. In the air, left field. Yelich on the move. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 7-2. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Brian Roberts. Ground ball up the middle. A dive. He's got it. To his knee. The throw. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. Hard ground ball. Base knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now up as the Yankees DH, Jason Giambi. He's already homered in this game. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. He hammers one out to center. Third home run of the season. It's 11-2.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly.
So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Jared Koenig. He's into the game with the bases empty. Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting,
Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses. Ball one. And there's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
There's a swing and a drive. Could be extra bases. Trout around second on his way to third. Coming home. He's safe. And it's now 12-2. Man at second here with 2 away. Gary Sheffield will hit next. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a foul ball. Big stock center field. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And the lead continues to grow. So man aboard. Here comes Aaron Judge. That one fouled off. So far 7 runs across in the frame here in the last half of the third. Man on second, 2 down. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. Two outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Judge waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Trout makes the catch. 1 down. And here is Jackson Chourio. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Would they pay you?
No,
0-1.
absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
And that one a little below the knees. And a count 2-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Grounded out his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Judge puts it away, and that'll do it. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Now that's smacked to right center. Mitchell. Drills it in on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Ripped on the ground to second in plenty of time to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Shortstop.
2 down, bases empty. And next for New York, Derek Jeter. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives. What a play!
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Johnson back to work. There's a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His first homer of the year. It's 13-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Liner, base hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Out to center. Trout under this one. And out number 1 on the grab. So a man aboard. Now the third baseman, Paul Molitor. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He makes the grab. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. But the Brewers add 1 with a solo shot. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 14-3. Singy, the ball is jumping. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Yoel Payamps.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here comes Bryce Harper. And the first offering is not close.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases. And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
That one way inside.
Ball. We got a full count.
That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that one.
Man at first, and up next for New York, Mike Trout. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Harper gets his lead at first, nobody out. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 1 away. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Man at first, one away. That one drilled left field. Pulls it down and he